We play 72 games, a lot of hockey games. It's good.
Hockey, the pace is high, the intensity, the physicality, the speed, it's in your face.
There's a fluidity and a beauty to such a fast-paced game with so much recklessness and physicality in it.
Hockey's a game of inches. 1 inch this way, it's a goal. 1 inch that way, it's post out. It's a brutal sport sometimes.
It's controlled chaos.
I like the competition. I always tell our guys I want to play the best team every night.
Let's take this goalie's eyes. He can see too many pucks.
And have them play their best games to see how we match up.
Hockey's a game where you have to wear your emotions on your sleeve, for sure.
We love the game, and tempers flare out there. It's part of it.
Sometimes there's hockey being played.
Stepping through the right circle, backdoor for Pellet, bites, and he scores!
Other times,
Here is a little rougher. It's kind of ingrained in the game when you only got 3 officials out there. There's a lot of kind of taking the law in your own hands.
If you make a mistake and do that, you're gonna have to pay the consequences, and that's what I love about hockey. There's so much respect.
I fought a guy earlier in the season.
Stevens getting a tug, and they are just delivering blows at one another. Kanade to left, he brings down Yeaman.
We went toe-to-toe, and it was a hard battle, and we got in the box, and we were giving thumbs up to each other.
In this game, there's not many bad people, like truly bad people in the game of hockey. For the most part, we're all just competitive, love competing against each other, want to win. That's what's gotten us all to this level.
I love playing this game. It's kind of all I ever known.
When I was a kid, you couldn't get me off the ice.
Been playing hockey since I was, I guess as long as I can remember.
The experience that you get playing professional hockey, the guys you meet, the places you see, everything you do. Now I get to see different parts of the world and, play a game while I do it.
This hockey community is just a blast to play in front of.
It's just so cool just to see the community just really come together and be here for the team.
I just think hockey for me is just something I need to do. It's something that if I didn't do it, I really don't know what I would be doing.
Welcome to the ECHL, a league that stands as a testament to the power of passion, perseverance, and love for the game. The ECHL plays a crucial role in shaping the future of AHL and NHL players and boasts a rich history of producing NHL All-Stars and Stanley Cup champions with a dedicated fan base and expanding markets.
We've been a part of a couple minor league teams in Jacksonville and Savannah, and we've just found so much joy in it.
I'm proud to welcome Bloomington to the ECHL.
The ECHL's impact on the world of hockey is undeniable. With 28 teams across North America, from the gritty Allen Americans to the flashy Solar Bears, the record-breaking Idaho Steelheads, the hard-charging Kansas City Mavericks, and the current back-to-back Kelly Cup World Champion Florida Everblades. The ECHL continues to thrive and contribute to the enduring popularity of hockey in North America.
Johnstown, Pennsylvania. Steel, coal, and football make this town's heartbeat. This is where they filmed the movie All the Right Moves. They also love their hockey up here. This is the War Memorial Coliseum where they filmed the movie Slapshot. It's about a ragtag, slapped-together hockey team.
Founded in 1988 by Henry Brabham and Bill Coffey, the ECHL emerged after the collapse of the All-American Hockey League.
There's been a void here for something to root for, and the whole community has just gotten behind.
Driven by a love for the game and a vision to make the league a vital component of today's hockey ecosystem.
After the end of the All-American Hockey League, I called Henry. I said, Henry, I got an idea.
This league started with 5 teams, of which he owned 3 of them, and he signed the lease for the 4th one. And so without him, this league never gets going, but that's how much he believed in it.
I remember my first year in Greensboro in 1959, Greensboro with the Greensboro Generals playing in the old Eastern League.
He was from, quote-unquote, the South, and hockey was still kind of a foreign game.
They had never seen hockey, and they couldn't believe we could skate on those skates 3 inches high off your boots with a pair of bulky gloves on and carry a stick and move a puck around the ice, skating maybe 20, 25 miles an hour.
But he fell in love with it, and I think he knew that others would fall in love with it once they got a chance to experience it.
He used to have an oil truck. He used to bring oil to Greensboro. And so He seen a hockey game, I guess, one night in Greensboro when I was playing and fell in love with it.
And I would tell you those early crowds, they may have not known the rules of the game or what an icing was, but they could feel the passion and the atmosphere.
So when he saw you play in Greensboro, was there a friendship that happened after that?
I was fortunate enough back in my day you could play and coach. I was coaching in Salem, Virginia, and the guy that owned the team, we come back one night from a hockey game, we couldn't get in the arena. He said, the team's folded. I said, what? He folded the team while you guys were on the road last night. But he said, tell the players don't go home, just keep here for a day or two because I got a guy that's interested. So who was it? Mr. Brabham. So he took over the team. And in 1988, I thought, this is time for me. I won some cups. I had been coaching and playing for 24 years. I said to my wife, my kids, I said, guys, I'm done. And then Mr. Brabham came along and wouldn't let me get out of hockey.
I was a little leery when Henry Brabham came in and said he was going to put a team in Johnstown, asked me to be the general manager, and after an absence of 7 or 8 years, I thought, this is going to be brutal.
They were always fighting about, the hockey being competitive. We used to have first year, second year veteran players. So I said, well, let's do a salary cap. Because the NBA just came out with a salary cap in '85. If you want to pay your goaltender $600 a week, I don't care. And I said, second thing we got to do is get rid of the tie games, because we're not going to generate a lot of interest or excitement with tie games. So I came up with the shootout. It was really the perfect storm putting the league together. We used to have our meetings with the NHL. We had affiliations right away. And he was a perfect hockey guy to do it, because as soon as we got Pat, we had credibility.
So the ECHL started with 5 teams in 1988, was able to go through some periods of growth and add teams over the next decade. And then in the early 2000s, there was a league known as the West Coast Hockey League. That league folded, but there were teams that still wanted to play. Commissioner back then was able to bring those teams in. They were in California and Idaho and Utah, so they weren't too fond of the name. So East Coast Hockey League became ECHL on May 19th, 2003.
We merged with the ECHL. They wanted a Western presence, and we were looking to be a part of a larger thing. So our West Coast Hockey League merged with the ECHL back in the 03-04 season. And that's the first Kelly Cup we won.
The Steelheads win the 2003-2004 Kelly Cup champions.
The Idaho Steelheads are in the middle of one of the best seasons in professional hockey.
The Idaho Steelheads have been on fire lately, winning 11 of their last 12 games.
I tell you, Idaho Central Arena has been rocking this postseason. On the heels of the greatest regular season in ECHL history, the Idaho Steelheads continue to chase a championship in the postseason.
You know, you look at last year's season, 58 wins in 72 games, a league record. There's so many other different records, too, that we could dive into in terms of sellouts, home wins.
This season has been amazing. I've been a fan for about 15 years, and it's awesome.
A lot of people would think that, you win 58 of the 72 games, that you didn't battle much adversity. But, there's so many different storylines that you could pick from that series.
We did a lot of great things, and we set some historical records that may or may not be touched.
We want to compete at all times, and we compete in practice, we compete against each other. They know we can't take our foot off the gas even for the last 30 seconds of the game. But I think that's what ultimately makes very good hockey teams, is just that willingness to compete until that final buzzer. We got a really close group of guys in there that they hang out all the time. They basically just move as one.
Tonight, the Steelheads kick off the Kelly Cup playoffs at home, taking on the defending champion Florida Everblades, a team that the Steelheads have beat in the Kelly Cup finals, but that was all the way back in 2004.
Yeah, for me, it was my first kind of taking a run at it in professional hockey, and it was the time of my life.
We went against an experienced team that had been there last season, and they had a very good returning core. I think they had 9 or 10 guys that had won the cup with them the year before, so they had that experience of what it truly takes in the finals, and hard-fought series, and then we lose a game 1-0.
Anytime you're down, even just one game, you're kind of maybe a little bit more tense and stressed about working your way back.
You look at both of those games last year, games 1 and 2 here in Boise, the first one being an overtime loss, so you're looking at a 1-goal swing and you're up 1-0 in the series. You look at game 2 being down, I think it was 4-1, and scoring 2 late goals in the third period, pushing it to 4-3 with a couple minutes left. And, going down 2-0 and heading to Florida, I think that the spirits were still high.
They need a face-off win here. Face-off blocker side of Johnson. McCarron in for Florida. One back by McCarron. Calvla trying to eat it along the kick plate. Miller, Needham, and Keller trying to work it free. Now Ducharme will step in. 8 seconds to go. The puck just tied up along that kick plate. 5 seconds to go. Steelheads can't get it out, and that'll do it.
Well, we knew we were in a tough situation, being down 3-0. Fortunately, I guess, in a way, I'd been through before in Idaho as on part of the coaching staff. We did the reverse sweep of Allen. Came back, won 4 straight, won the series. So I knew it was possible. I knew it was tough, but it was mostly just, hey guys, let's get the first one.
Here's Pendenza. He'll shake it free out through center. Jostling getting in on a breakaway against Poirier. Fires, he scores.
Yeah, I think going down, 3-0 in the finals is, it was tough. But going into game 4, we didn't lose hope.
Obviously, anytime it's an elimination game, it's a little bit more on your mind, knowing that at any moment this could be it.
Hedrick back out to the point. Kudla has it sticked away by Jostling, and he's in on a breakaway again. Sean Jostling once again upstairs on Poirier. It's 2-0.
It's tough to come back from 1 goal, let alone 2, so behind the 8 ball even more at this point.
It's not about the individual stuff when it comes to playoffs. I mean, if you think you're a goal scorer, but you need to block a shot, you block that shot. It's about doing the little things for everyone beside you.
That's what playoffs is all about. You're never out till you shake on it.
Driving through the right circle, behind the net, out in front. Domowski, save made by Johnson. Pelton-Weiss, right circle, another save, rebound, they score! Ryan Domowski cashes in on a rebound out in front, and the Steelheads are on the board.
It's just a battle. It doesn't end after game 1 or 2 or 3.
Allen, here's Hedrick, high slot below the right circle. Domowski fires, he scores! Power play goal! Ryan Domowski, his second of the period, and we're all tied at 2 with 12:34 to go in the second.
That's kind of how hockey goes. There's highs and lows, and you kind of have to find ways to manage those emotions.
Domowski shot blocked away by Masello, and a rebound for Domowski. Went wide over to the far wall. Register now outside the left circle towards the net. White finds it. He scores! 21 seconds into period 3. A.J. White gives the Steelheads their first lead of the night. It's 3-2 Idaho.
I kind of knew, hey, this is it. We got to, pick it up here. And I think the mindset was just, take it one shift at a time, one period at a time, one game at a time.
Logan Lambden weaving his way out through center for Florida, across the attacking line. Plays it down low. Irvine lost the handle on it, trying to cut from the far side of the goal line out to the blue paint. LeBlanc right circle, lets a shot go, and he scores.
Florida just played a really good, complete game, and I thought they maybe played our game a little bit better than we did throughout the series. You go on with a group of guys that you love playing with and played for so long, and you want a little bit more out of the year.
Face off to the glove hand of Cam Johnson. Puck tied up. Needham finds it. Ducharme out to the line. Murphy towards the net. No! That'll do it. The Idaho Steelheads fall here in Game 4 of the ECHL Kelly Cup Finals. And Florida, back-to-back champs.
Obviously we ended up just short of winning a Kelly Cup, and that stings.
Obviously, I know we lost that one, but we thought we could do it. We had such a historic year that it was essentially, why not? It still sucks. It hurts to go all that way, get so close, and to come up with nothing.
It wasn't one of those things where it felt like you played bad or they were the better team. It was just maybe puck wasn't going in that night. Goalie definitely made some good saves, and you run into hot goalies every now and then, and we've been fortunate to find ways to still get a couple goals, but yeah, it's just one of those ones where it just wasn't meant to be that night.
I was on for every goal against that game, so not one of my greatest memories. I know I did a lot of reflecting this summer about, we played, I want to say,
90 games, give or take. And I try to tell myself that I might have played 10 bad ones, but it's hard when your worst one is the most important.
Come on, boys, keep it up, keep it up. Get around it, Nicky, get around it. There we go, there we go, there we go.
Here alongside Steelheads forward Colton Keller. And Kells, before we get into the first day of camp, I gotta start off here. How long have we been growing this furry guy up here?
Couple months probably. I've been getting a lot of accusations of just for men, but all false. It's all natural.
I took maybe a week off just away from everything, and then I would say 8 days later, I was on the phone making calls to, like Mark Rassel, for example, or, guys that we kind of had targeted. Not necessarily going down to the rink, but, getting out of the house, going for a drive in the truck and just hammering the phones then. So, yeah, there wasn't a whole lot of downtime, which I'll take again, gladly.
My name's Mark Rassel. I'm from Calgary, Alberta.
So then how long have you been boots on the ground here in Boise? Just since training camp?
About 6 days.
Guys want to come back here. Guys want to play here. I think there's a sour taste in what happened at the end of the year last year. And I think that a lot of guys want to come back and want another crack at it.
Easy to make excuses. At the end of the day, they got it done, we didn't, and there was a lot of fire for a lot of guys to come back to this town and this city and try to get back there and make amends for what happened last year.
It really clicked last year, and obviously not the way that we wanted it to end, obviously losing in the finals, but to set a record during the regular season and be the team that we were, pretty special, and it's amazing to look back on it and be a part of.
I'd say 8 right away. A lot of the rookies are, like Patrick Cudler, Register. Actually, AJ White committed really quick to come back too.
I honestly kind of thought maybe last year would be it, and then losing kind of gives you that itch to keep trying. And a lot of guys had a lot to say to help me come back and give it another chance.
But a lot of other guys took some downtime away from the game. But they were, I'd say, by mid-July, we pretty much had everyone coming back. So
what I tell the younger guys is you got to start missing it. You wake up one day and you miss it. You miss lacing up the skates. You miss coming to the rink with the guys. And I picked up the phone, called Sheener, said, hey, wanna run it back and run it further than what we did last year.
You want to win when you do anything in life, and to do it with a bunch of guys that you love, it was incredible. I mean, we fell short, and that sucks, and that's why a lot of us came back, because we want to get this job done and make another run at it.
Lucky if you get 6 or 7, you're like, that's a win for having that many guys come back. So having 14 to 15 guys back this year, it's pretty easy to kind of just jump back on the wagon and get going.
Back here inside Idaho Central Arena in downtown Boise. It's game 1 of the 2023-24 season as the Steelheads and Allen Americans square off to get things going, and we are underway.
We're coming up there. We're going to play fast here tonight. First step on our journey here together, boys. All right? It's gonna be a fucking fun ride. Let's start it off the right way. Cuds, who's starting us off?
I got Register, Donnie, Whitey, Kells, Murph, Tommy Jenkins.
There we go, boys. There we go. Hot start, hot start.
That's me, that's up. I've been working on getting that buzz and finally refill my cup.
Mastro Donato finds Pelton Bice over to the left circle. Rassel has it knocked away by former Steelhead McCauley. Russell gets it back, blocked away.
I want it all, that's luxury. Step up in the party, they bumping me. Step up in the party, she run to me. 300 a month, that's fun to me. I know a couple mans wanna punch me. All they ever throw is he subs to me. You ever see me out, he bump for me. Chick so bad, she never met Santa. She bad.
Pelton Bice. Cudla holding on, waiting. Pelton Bice, one-timer into the midsection of Muralainen, and he'll hang on.
Into my head, look, gave me danger. I go in, way too till like Ottoman. What is not enough, it's title frame.
23 games of ECHL experience for number 27 in red as he fires and he scores.
All right, boys, hey, forget about the score. Overall, I actually liked that period. Thought we carried the pace of play. Oh, offensively, let's take this goalie's eyes. He can see too many pucks. He's a good goalie. All right, that being said, it's hitting him and dropping right there. We get traffic in front. We win those net front battles. We'll bang in a greasy one. Don't pass up a shot. Let's build. Let's win this 20 here, all right?
30 years, I must stand. Gave me danger. Bitch, I'm geek like Urkel.
Nicely placed wrist shot there, Cal, from
just so
the out.
Hey.
Back for Finley, left circle, Mylario, one-timer, save made by Thompson, and he had it for a second, and then it trickled back into the net, but the referee, John Linder, is signaling that they had blown the whistle before that thing snuck past the rookie netminder.
I looked at two things. I looked to make sure he didn't make contact with the goalie. The puck's bouncing. The puck's still visible when it's in front of him. He pokes the puck, doesn't make contact with the goalie. It goes behind him, and then the puck goes in right as your goalie falls back to try to make the save and knocks the net off. It's a bang play. It's a good goal.
But what you were reviewing was whether you blew the whistle or not.
Both. But I take a look at everything.
How do you have conclusive evidence when you can't fucking hear anything?
What do you mean?
Like you have sound on that?
No. We're not looking for the whistle on the net. We're looking for coverage.
Yeah, the whistle.
The puck was in the net as I blew the whistle because I see the net.
How do you know? The whistle went off.
Conclusive evidence. The puck is in before the net's off.
That is fucking bullshit, John.
Spinning free of Finley, top of the point, Heiskanen shot deflected wide.
Hey, I know that period was a little funky, a lot of special teams, right? We have to control our body language. We are outplaying them, believe it or not. Yeah, fuck, they got 3 goals. Who gives a shit, all right? We have to be heavy on our sticks, heavy on bodies, all right? We have to win every loose puck battle. We cannot pass up a shot.
It looked a lot like Cal back in the day.
Miller picks this off, near him, back for Miller, fires, he scores! Fournier looking for Puricelli, backdoor, and he scores. Turnover. Here comes White across the blue line to the right circle on his backhand for Murphy. Off his belly, and gonna wave it, no goal. The right wing side trying to get a step on Register and through the 5-hole of Thompson.
Hey, we got to deliver. We got to win this draw. All right, everyone's in on it. We got to deliver pucks that quick here. All right, we're running out of time. We got to get one right away. Get one right away. Yeah, we'll reset. Get in. We'll pull them. Okay, run out of time. Don't pass up a shot.
A 5-0 record here at the Idaho Central Arena. But in game 1 of the 2023-24 season, the Allen Americans will collect a 5-2 road victory over the Idaho Steelheads.
Not the start we wanted, I get that. We are the better team. Sucks losing the opener, but guess what? There's 71 more. All right, it's a long fucking season. We don't get down in here. Not that we were bad. We had a few mistakes, definitely some things we need to clean up, all right? But we are the better team in that, okay? That's one. Flush it, we come back tomorrow ready to go. Okay, we have to have tomorrow night, right? We don't lose two games in a row here. That's not what we do. All right, let's get refocused for tomorrow. Fuck. Not the start we wanted.
Well, that's our goal last year too.
I know.